Right. 2 February 2025, 2026. Right. Right. Ndadzoka nenyaya yekuti koma affiliates eZanu-Pf are the biggest enemy. Right. I think guys, you already know kuti kune ma-affiliates, ma-parallel structures ariko akaita sana pastors for ED, Chichi, and so on. I think you know about that. So the biggest enemy of Zanu-Pf is not necessarily the opposition, but its own affiliates and parallel structures that have emerged over time. Groups such as Pastors for ED, Young Women for ED, and similar formations have contributed to deep internal divisions within the party. While these groups often claim to be mobilizing support and strengthening the party, in reality, they have created confusion, factionalism, and competing centers of power that undermine Zanu-Pf's unity and discipline. Right, I think you guys pano ndakakuratidzai different another group inozviti iyo anti-presidential criticism. I think I showed you kuti vanga vachikonana nataura ikandishaya zvakaita sei, and also vachituka Paul Tugwarara. I think I've shown you that. Zanu-Pf has historically prided itself on being a mass party with clear structures from the cell level up to the Politburo. These structures are designed to ensure coordination, accountability, and collective decision-making. However, the rise of affiliates aligned to specific individuals, particularly the president, has weakened this system. Instead of channeling support through established party organs, these groups operate parallel to them, often bypassing official leadership and procedures. This has led to uncertainty about how truly represents the party and whose voice carries authority. Handi muri kuona. So izvi zvima-affiliates zvazvakuita manje ndezvekuti iko they go parallel. In fact, Zanu-Pf I think was one of the most structured party yekuti you know kuti at cell level zvinotova nema-structures ekutozikamwa kuti mucell ndiani ari responsible and ndiani anoenda. Saka vakaona kuti all these haana support. I think he realized that he doesn't have support there and started forming structures outside that kuitira kuti awane support from other voices dzisiri muZanu-Pf. But dzinenge dzichingoita purport as if vari kusupporta through Zanu-Pf. I think if I show you this picture yemufesi uyo ari apo uyo anonzi Mike Bima, I think kana muchiteverera zvinoitika kuZanu-Pf, I think at one point this guy akapa warning kuma-affiliates kuti iko ma-affiliates ngaave registered, ngaauye zvakanaka through the party zvakanaka. So because of that, I think you now see kuti Mike Bima haachaonekwi anywhere. In fact, he has been removed, he has been demoted because akanga akutaura zvema-affiliates izvo kuti they must be organized, vanofanirwa kuuya through the party, chini chakadaro. And because of that, I think vakaona kuti aiwazve muchinda uyo akuda kudzivirira that parallel support iri kubva nekumama-sides. That's why you see zvino akanyarara, haasi kutaura. He's just like under the radar, haasi kuda kubudikira. Right, zvimagrupu zvimwe zvacho akumanaka, pamwe pacho seichichi chinonzi top soup for ED akumanaka. Ngatiite ma-serious kana tichida kufoma ma-parallel structures, but this one I don't think zvine musoro izvo. Right, affiliates such as Pastors for ED blur the line between religion and party politics, creating discomfort even among loyal supporters. When religious leaders openly campaign under a political banner, it risks alienating congregants who may hold different views and fuels perception that the party is intolerant of diversity. Similarly, Formations like Young Women for ED duplicates the roles of existing wings such as Women's League and Youth League. Rather than strengthening these wings, parallel groups weaken them by diverting energy, resources, and loyalty away from constitutionally recognized structures. And right, just to show you kuti ndakambode kutarirai kuti tarirai muone icho chinonzi
do you know to attack presidential advisor president vachakanyarara vasati vatuka advisor wavo.
Right guys, handimuri kuona uyo ndewe anti-criticism wepresidential ngekiri chakuti yavanoti kwai hanzi for ed what amuri kunzwa zvaari kutaura izvo ari kuataka taurai kandishaya inini I consider him as a big wig kuyouth yeZanu-Pf because these are some of the disciplined members vari kuZanu-Pf and look at what this guy is doing. Ari kutaura kuti because uyo taurai kandishaya akabuda achitaura kuti Tungwarara is now out of line. I mean, which is healthy because kana munhu ava out of line, you are allowed to say all those things. But now these parallel structures, unoona zvaakuita, it's as if they are instilling discipline. But ivo ndivanani to do that because they are not in the structures of Zanu-Pf. And the reason why ED achiramba kanyarara is because he is aware of that. Now what he has done is dividing this party. If you look at these guys here, I don't think these guys vari paside paka vanozvifarira zviri kuitika izvo. They are not happy at all because of these parallel structures. These affiliates have intensified factionalism within Zanu-Pf because of many of them are closely associated with the patronage network. Membership is often driven by personal ambitions rather than ideology or commitment or party values. This encourages competition, suspicion, and infighting as members seek to favor, through affiliate groups instead of working within formal channels over time. This erodes trust and unity, leaving the party fragmented and inward-looking. Moreover, the existence of multiple overlapping structures sends mixed messages to the public. Ordinary citizens struggle to understand who speaks for Zanu-Pf and what the party's official positions are. When affiliates make inflammatory statements or stage unsanctioned activities, the damage is borne by the party as a whole. This confusion weakens Zanu-Pf's credibility and gives opponents ammunition to portray it as a disorganized and divided. And murugona ende vanongonyara pavanenge vachituka vanhu vachituka taenda kunosunga munhu anga achituka president komapurisa uzodini, and is that constitutional anyway? Amen. Ultimately, a ruling party's strength lies in coherence, discipline, and clarity of purpose. By tolerating or encouraging parallel structures, Zanu-Pf risks undermining itself from within. If the party is to remain strong and relevant, it must reaffirm the primacy of its official structures. It must reaffirm the primacy of its official structures, rein in affiliates, and prioritize unity over personality-driven mobilization. Otherwise, its greatest threat will continue to come not from outside, but from its own ranks. Vakomana, komendai up pama issues ayo.